You want to hear my new original song?
You know, I'm kind of over original songs, but go for it.
Auto-tune!
Never mind.
Hi, buy my album coming out in 1,000 days, Annie.
And I'm Minty. Isn't that like 30 years?
I don't know, I was making a Kingdom Hearts reference. And welcome to FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with an FU.
So this is RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 7, Episode 11. Before the finale, we have the variety show. I cannot believe there's no like final runway, all-stars, all winners.
Eleganza.
Yeah. It was literally just the show. And I was like, okay.
I can't believe we spent so much time with the Tic Tac.
Yeah, we're not gonna go over that. That was too long. I mean, there was some cute moments, but overall, it's just like, whatever.
So RuPaul comes out and says, hey y'all, you're all going to do your best skill on stage, and the top 2 winners will get 3 stars. You hear that, Shay? No more moping. You have a chance now.
Part of me doesn't think it's fair. Like, what was the whole point of this entire season if at the end, I mean, I guess it kind of matters, but it was like, this is the thing that counts the most.
I guess like the thinking is the queens who truly belong in the final 4, like let's say Jinx, she would win the thing was like you can do any talent as long as it's good, and then they'll secure the space. Like if Jada really deserved to be on the top, she would have done a more banger of a number. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think this is fair, but I do think everything about All-Star 7 is just make sure none of these winners feel bad.
Sure, it's over complimentary, over praising, but this was just kind of stupid.
I wish there was more stars gimmick throughout the episodes, like, you know, giving away stars, or Mario Party this, take away some stars.
Yeah, I would have liked that too, to make it like almost every episode was different. Plunger was okay.
I would have loved if we had like a Lady Luck season where we spun the wheel and, oh, nothing happened in this episode, or in this one you can take a star away.
Ooh, like life.
Yes, the game life, not real life.
I mean, kind of. Okay, so let's quickly go over each of the talents.
Since there's no final runway.
Can't believe. Trinity Tuck did like a sudden original song. I thought it was very cute. I liked the outfit. I like that the lyrics are very funny. It was very camp, very drag. Evie Oddly, the opening was, oh my god.
I wish Evie had a little bit more choreography with the backup dancers like how Trinity did.
I don't mind if it's a solo show, but I wish it had more of the gymnastic part. I mean, it had a lot of it, just I would have liked more. Like, I think we've seen more of it in like her
OG season?
Yeah.
Well, like we said in the Tic Tac, her body's kind of failing her, right? So I let that go.
I mean, that could be true too.
I just wish there was more boxes with more go-go dancers popping out when Evie passes them.
I don't know if anybody else could get themselves inside a box like that.
You know what? That's fair. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I think that's the gag. That's part of the gimmick of why it was so cool. I'm surprised she wore all pink when in the design challenge she was like, I don't wear all pink.
That was salmon.
I guess.
That was a pretty color.
It is actually. Then Jada had her little like look over there rap, and it was alright.
It was alright. I was watching it just thinking, you're not gonna get to the top 4.
Then Jinx Monsoon. I like this song because she had a couple references to her old season. Like, I think she said more like she was the young duckling. Don't sleep on her. You know.
I didn't even see Jinx get narcoleptic this season.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder if like, are the med better? Are her condition better?
Are we editing this better?
Maybe.
Did the car crash do something?
Is no one allowed to talk about it? Then Shea Coulee had a very like, it felt like a pop song to me, so I thought, oh, this is good. She's gonna win.
I mean, all her dance moves are like smooth like butter.
Yeah, Shea Coulee's a really good dancer. Holy crap.
Like, Trinity's one was like the top for me for a long time until Shay came, and I was like, alright, you actually know how to dance.
Then Raja came with the Bali androgynous dance.
Look, I like it, you know, like Asian representation. I'm just gonna say I wish it was dragged up a little.
I mean, it's hard because I think she wanted to be very traditional, but it's like, you kind of compare it to like Gia Gunn and her All-Stars 4, and it was very like theatrical with all the confetti. I don't know, maybe that's actual kabuki dance. I don't know enough about kabuki dance, but it was definitely very dragged up.
I'm not saying like Raja had to like act a fool or anything, but a little glitter here and there wouldn't hurt.
Sure, yeah. Then Vivian had her own original song also called Bitch on Heels. I like the song overall, but one of the things is like drag original songs, they never really drop the beat when the chorus comes. It's always like the same tune, the same level. There's no like peaks and valleys. And so I wish Vivian's song, especially when it gets to like the bitch part, because it was like a Two-Face song, like it really like went into it, you know, but it never did.
Is this the episode episode where no, Jinx was the one who shoved something in her mouth, and Evie said, "Bitch, that's not impressive. Try a fist."
Yeah. And then the last performance was Monet in the opera singing.
Did you like this?
It's kind of the same as Raja, but I thought it was very nice and very well done. Just like not draggy enough.
Beautiful outfit though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I guess I wanted more accessories or more something.
I wish she did an opera version of one of RuPaul's songs. I'll just say it.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, we don't know anything about opera, right?
No, but that'd be cool. And it's funny because, like, Monet always considers herself a singer, and, like, all her songs have been pretty shitty. But, like, she does opera, and it's like, oh, okay, this is where you shine. How have we not seen this till now?
Who is your personal top 2?
My personal top 2, okay, one was obviously Shea Coulee. If I had to pick a second one, it would have been Trinity the Tuck. I really like her sentence. I thought it was very funny where she was like, if you're wearing a mega hat, then we'll just say bless your heart. And then earlier in the song, it was like, if you say bless your heart, that means you're really fucking stupid. Like, that was funny.
Yeah, I would put Trinity and Shay also. I'm kind of surprised that RuPaul with her opera glasses said, Monet, you get to win. And we just did the whole winners from episode 1 and wrapped in a nice little bow.
I know, yeah, that's actually very cute.
I was like, really, Monet? For singing an opera song? Like, don't get me wrong, it was impressive, but, you know.
There's no, like, the drag element was not there, besides dress like a woman.
If she did an opera version of that song, like, dude looks like a lady. That's not the... What's the song in Pretty Little Woman? The one with the prostitute gets gussied up?
One, a pretty woman, not Pretty Little Woman. I feel like that's a different thing altogether. That's just like Pretty Woman walking down the
Oh yeah, okay. Don't sue us, you two. So we have a tie for the top 4 because we have Jinx, Monet, Shay, and then Trinity and Jada. I was gonna say that. Totally was gonna say that. As the same amount of stars. How would you have liked them to settle the tie?
Okay, it couldn't be a lip sync because the Lollapalooza is already a lip sync. It couldn't be a vote because that's just fucking stupid.
See, there's no easy production way of solving this.
Yeah, I mean, the whole situation's a little shitty. I mean, I like what you told me before the recording of how, like, it should be Trinity because she was blocked once from getting a star, so technically she would have had 4. And Jada got a pity star, so technically she really only has 2. So it makes sense for it to be between her and Jada.
I told you that in confidence.
Oh, I didn't know. That was a secret.
It was. Now all the Jada fans are going to be like, how dare you call that a pity star?
I do think it's a little bullshit for Jinx to be winning 5 of the 11 challenges and then to say, Monet, you have the most stars. Like, what fucking bullshit. And I cannot believe that this is how the alliance comes together.
We've been shitting on this alliance. Like, Trinity, you gotta just cut Monet. It is not working out for you.
Like, Trinity, you technically won 4 of the 11 challenges. Monet has won, I guess now 3 of the 11 challenges, which I guess is not that far from 4. But I guess Monet winning the one that counts and then she gets to pick Trinity.
I was so scared that Monet was going to pick Jada at the end, being like, you know what's great TV? Betraying this alliance last minute, doing the opposite of Alaska talks.
That would really have soured the mood of what all-star winners.
It's so funny watching everyone's face journey doing this because Jinx was just bamboozled the whole time. Vivian was done. Jada knew as soon as Monet got the power of vote that she was, you know, chicken, turkey.
Like, shit.
Her goose was cooked. That's the bird I was looking for. And then all the faces of the losers was just like, hooked up when RuPaul said, you know what? We're having a second crown of she already done has hers, and we're offering $49,000 to the winner.
You fucking love that joke.
I love that joke so much because it's like 49,000, and I was like, what? That's just a weird number. Is that like a funny number, like 69? And then Michelle Visage pulled up, took $1,000 out of her pussy, and said, "You know what, Ru? I'm in." And I was in. I was in the same car.
I just think it's funny the way RuPaul looked at her like, "Oh, so you think this makes us even, or that like this is contributing something to the prize?"
It's like, okay, you made me look bad there, but I guess it's 50,000 now.
So the top 4 is now Monet, Jinx, Shay, and Trinity.
Well, real fast, what did you think about Monet and Shay dancing for the $30,000 to go to a charity, to Supernova?
Oh, that was a really good lip sync. I thought both of them dressed well. Both of them danced well, but definitely Shea Coulee did better.
I love the fact that they synced up a lot.
Oh yeah, them on the ground.
Yeah.
But I was afraid that like Shea was gonna kick Monet in the teeth. Like, holy shit.
I looked at Trinity dancing in happiness in her little robot outfit and was like, I'm glad you didn't lip sync to this song. You would have butchered it. Look,
That's okay.
I'm sorry, Trinity. You're not a great lip syncer ever since the whole "you spin me right" rounded.
Oh, and the old man suit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny. Look, Jinx is gonna have to go up against these three, and I don't know how she's gonna win.
She'll beat Trinity.
Well,
Okay.
actually, yeah, she did already.
So put your bets in. Who's gonna win the already she done had hers is?
I'm gonna stick with my guns, even though it doesn't make no sense. I'm gonna stick with Raja because Raja was the one I bet on, since episode 1 that was gonna win.
And who's gonna win the crown of what is it a special name?
The queen of all queens.
The queens of all queens.
Look, they're all better dancers than Jinx, but I think Jinx is gonna win this. They might pick songs in her wheelhouse, cause have you looked at the numbers?
Where was I supposed to look at the numbers?
On Twitter?
Oh,
when
no.
they're like Team Jinx, Team blah. The other three, from what I saw it, they were all like very similar to each other in like 20k. Jinx was at like 100k.
Yeah, I think production will step in and be like, alright, we gotta let Jinx win, y'all.
I mean, it's kind of the narrative we all want, right? Like, of all these queens to win, you kind of want Jinx because, one, she did very well in this season, and two, she was the underdog of her original season.
Best glow up too.
Who would have figured that Jinx was really gonna blossom after all this?
And with that,
I swear to God, if you say we're going to cross the pond,
it's my catchphrase. But no, but as we saw All Star do really good, why don't we go across the border and see a bunch of queens flop and fail of Canada's Drag Race episode 2, season 3. This episode sucked.
alright, let's just get into this.
You're gonna have to carry this.
Because you can't remember 11 people.
I can't remember 11 shitty people.
So, first they do okay, I don't like the mini challenge. I don't like the quick drag when you're supposed to dress stupid and that's it. That's the gimmick.
Some of them just look offensive. I don't know what. It just did.
And like, to go through 11 of them is like torture. To just see 11 ugly people walk in.
And clearly none of them had any creative thought in their body because they all came out in the same damn thing.
Although, Shelazon, who won, I actually did like hers because she just looked like a butch lesbian that just kind of got them beaten up. But, you know, it's like, I'm tough. Like, she didn't get beaten down. She was just in a fight.
She was Randy in South Park. You remember when like he went to all his kids' baseball major leagues?
No.
Okay, there's an episode real fast where Stan was playing baseball, but like we always focus on Randy who's fought another dad from the opposite team. And like it's kind of like his battle and tribulation. Like, I don't know if I can go to another game. Like, I'm just not as young as I used to be. Randy, Stan needs you. And Randy's like, he does need me to be a man. And Sharon's just like, no, Randy. But I digress. So Shelazon won, I think, $2,500.
I believe so, yes. And then the maxi challenge was that they had to be the award show presenters and nominees of the Who Knows award show.
What show?
Who knows?
I will say, Canada has been thinking of some very unique challenges so far.
I liked episode 1. Episode 2 could have been better.
Episode 2, if you gave it to All Stars, would have been great.
Yeah. Well, Twice All Stars wouldn't have as many queens though.
What's episode 3? I remember lip syncing in pairs, kind of like Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, that kind of you remember All Stars 7 where they did the half man, half woman look and was dancing with each other?
Honey, we mean season 7, right? The one with Katya and Trixie, not All Stars 7.
Oh, I like that challenge. How come they never brought that back?
Katya is hot as a man. Is Katya a trait?
No, God, no.
Am I just attracted to white bland men? So Shelazon got to put people into teams because she won the mini challenge, and it's mostly 2s unless you're leftovers, then you're 3.
So I guess we'll briefly go over the groups and I guess the runways, if they were memorable or not. And the runway was Ancient Goddess, which was actually a very good theme. I really liked it, for the most part. So, our first group that presented the busiest Beaver award.
I think it means the one who gets the most action in the bedroom.
You think so?
I think that's what the busiest Beaver, because I mean,
Why a beaver?
because it's hairy.
And what?
And he's working hard, damn it.
So genuine. just this beaver.
So Lady Boom Boom, Chaos, and Bombay is presenting the busiest Beaver award, and their performance was mid. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good, and as an opener,
It was amusing. At the pun, some of them were just very not delivered. Well, at least this one was at least it was delivered.
that's why I say it's mid. It's just not memorable, you know? Pretty outfits they did though.
The goddess look, or you mean
When they went up, the whole gold and brown theme.
Lady Boom was so short.
Why you gotta bring her down like that?
I mean, I think her genetics did.
Jada Shada Hudson won that award. I mean, makes sense. She slept with that one dude who got out first episode.
Halabe?
Why do we try?
I don't know.
And then it's so sad that Jada Shada Hudson was funnier than the three. And I thought, oh, I can't wait for her to go up. And she's clearly funny.
Before we get there, Lady Boom Boom was Cupid, Chaos was Marzana, goddess of winter, and Bombay was a Shinkandi, which is I guess like a Hindu dancer.
I was impressed with Boom Boom doing the whole like stiff fabric going around the body, but definitely out of the three, Bombay was my favorite.
Me too. I didn't care for Boom Boom or Chaos at all.
Okay. Sorry, I brought them up then.
Then Shelazon and Grizel was the nice Karabooty.
Who's Grizel?
Grizel.
I know Shelazon's the two-spirit.
Grizel's the one with long hair and a hat and got a loud personality.
Got it. Okay. I didn't like the bit at all.
I don't really remember the performance.
The only thing that I remember is the one the judges brought up where they were like, and our nominees are, and they turned around to show their ass and was like, wait, no screen or music? What a cheap-ass show. Alright.
Yeah, I didn't get what that meant.
Oh, you know, like, kind of like the Oscars. You have the TV cameras at the nominees sitting in the audience.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's stupid because I don't think the presenters turn around to look at it, you know? It's kind of like how you don't look at your cue cards when you're saying a speech. You don't look away from the audience. They were just doing an ass joke.
I wish they made the ass joke more obvious.
I wish I knew what a carabooty was.
A caribou.
The moose?
Yeah, and it's a pun for carabooty. Because it's got the nice booty, which is Chaos apparently. Because apparently Chaos is the trade of this season.
50-50.
I mean, I don't agree, but I also don't have another choice, to be honest.
I don't agree, but I like twink boys, so who cares what I think?
And then the looks were both okay. Shelazon had the black dress. I like the makeup. I thought that was really cool. But Brooklyn is right. It's just a black dress, so we're not going to give it that much praises. And then Grizel was like the pink flower and goddess of the forest. And it was like, I don't imagine the goddess of the forest pink.
I thought Gazelle looked good, but like an anime deer.
It looked good. But I don't know. Kind of like Pythia and her like centaur look. Like I think that looked better, even though it's not even the same theme. It's just like, that's what it reminds me. And I think one looks better. Then the third group, the one we're looking forward to, the one that we think is gonna ace it, show us what it means to be a host, really dropped the ball. It was Jada Shada Hudson and Miss Mosu.
Do you believe Jada when she says Miss Mosu flubbed her first line and that ruined Jada for the rest of the bit?
I mean, I kind of get what she's saying, but I don't think that's a good enough excuse to not do your part well, or to not even improvise, or like try to make a comeback from Miss Mosu's mistake.
You look at Jada from All Star 7, how it's like she was able to recover really fast. So I'm like, Jada, like, has no one run off script before, like, threw you through a loop? It was just very unprofessional, where they kept long pauses trying to remember what they would want to say, and it was very simple lines.
Also, them being cold was just not that funny.
Okay, here's the thing. What pissed me out, in the words of Jacksepticeye, they kept saying "buh," but when you're cold, you don't actually say the word "buh" like you're in a comic book strip. You go "buh," you know?
Oh, I see what you say. Put more like onomatopoeia or more like body into it.
Yeah, don't just go "buh." Like when I'm out there in the Hawaii frigid temperatures of 90 degrees, I don't just go "buh" like a horse.
I don't know if Hawaii even hits 90.
No, I meant to say 70.
Yeah, that joke would have been better if you said something like 60 when there are people out there suffering in like negative zeros.
I don't care about people in Wisconsin. I don't care about people in I can't even pronounce the state.
Wisconsin.
There we go.
That 70s show state.
I saw this picture being like, all I want is world peace. And if you can give it to Wisconsin too, that would be great.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just think it's... So yeah, Jada and Miss Mosu like, oh, we do this on the regs all the time. We're gonna be so good at this. And then it was like, you presented the frostiest queen, but the only thing that was cold was your performance.
And why did Shelazon win this?
I don't know, man.
I thought it should have been clearly Miss Fishalicious, right? Like, doesn't it mean someone who's like standoffish and cold?
Someone tiny cannot be cold.
I think someone tiny could definitely be cold.
Even penguins are tiny and they're warm and full of love.
I you know they're warm? How do you know they're just not used to it?
Because I've been between a penguin's legs. But let's move on.
That sounds gross.
No, because I'm a baby. Just talk about the looks.
I didn't care for Jada's look. She was Mommy Wata, and I guess it's some kind of African goddess. But
Half snake.
and half fish. So it'd be cool to see, but
I think that's just called like a water salamander.
maybe. And then Miss Mosu was Ate Ganak. I have no idea the name, but I think Miss Mosu is a very handsome queen. And I really like her face structure and the way she does makeup. This look was very pretty. It was very sleek, and I love a headpiece. That's why I get to choose it as a thumbnail. Then Kimmy and Miss Fiercelicious did, I think the category is best all dressed, but that doesn't sound right. But that's what you get for this episode summary review.
Do you think the editing spent way too much time on Kimmy and Fiercelicious fighting?
No, I think it was fine because one, like that footage exists, right? And two, it's good to see like the contrast, right? Like it's good to see like while that fighting, is it like, are they gonna bomb or are you gonna like meta game and think, oh, they're gonna do well? Like it really could have gone either way.
And for some reason, they were the best group of all of them.
Yeah, they were actually very funny, very sassy, very bitchy. I think it's like they made it seem like, oh, Kimmy can't deliver, but it's just like Kimmy can't deliver on command. She just has to do it.
Look, it's not perfect, it was just the best of the group. I didn't like how Kimmy delivered all her lines the same weird Asian stereotype way.
I think the emphasis is just for that drag overacting.
That's true, I forget that in Drag Race, overacting is just regular acting to drag queens.
Right. And Miss Speechless, this is what I don't get. Her silver dress, I thought it was ugly.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Right? Like, they all kept saying it was pretty. I'm like, I think it's ugly.
It's super ugly compared to Kimmy.
Oh, Kimmy looked fantastic. And I love the ruffles on the sleeves. But I did like Miss Fierce's goddess look more than Kimmy's. Kimmy was the orange goddess of the sun, and I'm like, alright, I don't know what ethnicity exactly you are, but if you're Asian and you're doing the sun, you clearly gotta be a Materasu.
Okay, this is what pisses me off about Kimmy being like, I don't know what god I am. I googled something and I just hate it. Okay, if you actually did research of what this god was, you would definitely know the name. The only way I can think of why you don't know the name is because you paid someone to make this outfit and called it a day.
I'm probably.
And it just pisses me off, you know, that you can't even bother to remember the name.
There's probably no name, that's why. It's so like bright orange.
Before I said Kimmy was like my front runner, now I don't care about Kimmy. I hate her personality after this episode.
She's a little too bitchy. Like, she's a little too like Gia Gunn bitchy. And then Miss Fierce was Ocean. I think that was the name.
Oh shit. I'm so sorry if this is like a real god people worship.
I'm sure it is. I love the look. I love that the theme was there. I love that mirror from head to toe. It was gold. I mean, I didn't really care for the mirror on the chest, but overall, it was a very good, cohesive look.
Remind me later to show you a woman who made her nail look like a grandfather clock with a working clock.
Damn.
I only remember that because Fierce had mirror nails.
Yeah. And then the last group was Irmagerd and Vivian Vanderpuss.
See, that's a group where one person was failing at every corner and the other one kept it together.
Yeah.
Because, oh my god, what happened?
They were presenting the Lifetime Award for Delusion. Yeah, Vivian did very well. I think Vivian probably could have been on top if Irmagerd didn't do so shitty.
Oh my god, in the beginning. Just give me a comedy challenge and then I'll shine.
I know, it's always sad to a comedy queen fail. But I did like both of the looks. I liked Vivian's like Valkyrie, black gold, Freya look. But I am like, does Freya correlate with cats, or is it just because her name is Vivian Vanderpuss?
It's because I say this all the time. She knew that she had to look like a Power Ranger villain. So she needed that pointy hat.
She looked like a Power Ranger and a villain had to combine and then become a villain.
I wish there was a season where that happened. That would have been cool.
That's the next Power Rangers. They're all actually just classic villains turned into Power Rangers.
I do wonder what's the latest Power Rangers. Like, they must have stopped at one point. So what's the last US one? Because I think we ended a little bit after the Space Police.
Oh god, I have no idea.
Remember that dog that became a Power Ranger?
Nope.
I love that dog.
In which one?
The Space Police guy. He was the commander. He was Captain Pooch, and then he became a Power Ranger.
Like Nezu and My Academia?
Sure.
You know, because he's like the principal of the school and he's a rat. And then Irmagerd was Discordia. She had the pink, blue, gold look. I will admit, Brooklyn's right. Maybe she could have had a lot more like chaos within the look, but I thought overall it looked like a good look.
It's just weird because it's clearly the Greek god or the Roman god, whatever you want to say, and it wasn't Roman inspired at all.
How come there was no gold apple.
I think she had a really tiny gold apple pop.
Nah, this is a drag. You gotta drag it up.
I keep thinking about that lady from Billy and Mandy, Eris.
I liked her.
I liked her too. She was hot.
Man, that show was so good. They should do a reboot of that show.
So Kimmy Couture won, much to my chagrin, and Fierce Ulysses is like, man, girl can't even write a joke.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have given it to. It might have been the combo of like how much they also loved her runway.
Yeah, I will admit, Kimmy's kind of more flashy than Fierce Ulysses.
I don't know. Fierce's look was pretty good too, though. It wasn't as saturated in colors. And then the bottom two was Miss Mosu and Jada Shada Hudson. I think I would have picked Miss Mosu and Ermagerd.
Yeah, I would have probably done that too.
Right, because they themselves fucked up. Jada is kind of more 50-50, so I don't know, maybe just like a group challenge, or maybe they wanted some drama. I mean, it's not like out of place for Jada to be on the bottom.
I mean, Drag Race staple, right? Put the two friends on the bottom.
Yeah. And then they listened to High School Confidential. I'm listening to the lyrics, I'm like, what the fuck is this song about? What the hell is a High School Confidential?
I thought it was gonna be more like High School Musical.
Yes, rock legend Hope Carroll from like the fucking 70s was gonna sing like a 2000s high school pop music for children.
So Miss Mosu went home because they were like, yo, it was on the bottom for 2 weeks in a row. Come on.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's kind of like the kiss of death. You can't do it for the first 2 episodes. They're gonna be gone.
And then next week, like I said before, we're going to do a lip sync duo challenge. And I believe there's drama.
What is that not drama?
I can say some episodes and seasons with no drama. Very boring ones.
All-Star 7.
And with that, we'll see you next week for the finale of All-Star 7 and whatever the hell Canada is.